And now, for your feature presentation, another entry in Tales from the Beyond.
The Hill City Strangler. I've wanted to share this next paranormal event with you for a while now, but due to the nature of the findings we uncovered, and the up until recent ongoing police investigation, we were unable to share it with you. Until now, that is. Thanks to all you loyal supporters and believers in the unexplained, our inbox and voicemail is often filled with new leads. This lead came 3 weeks to the day after my misguided trip up Sharptooth. I'd not left the office on any investigations since that last trip and resigned myself to desk work for now. The call came in early afternoon. With everyone else collecting information on the suspected succubus roaming downtown, I was left to answer the call. The line was heavy with static, but no voice. Eventually, a child's voice broke the static.
Hello? Is there anybody there? Can you help?
The child spoke with hesitation in their voice. Hello? Hill City Paranormal. How can I help you? Are you okay? I called into the static. I waited what felt like an eternity for the boy to speak again.
Can you send someone over? My mommy's not moving, and I think the man is still here.
His words through the static hit me to the bone. What do you mean? Where's your mommy? What man? Tell me where you... The line went dead. I tried to call back, but every time I rang, I was met with an out-of-service tone. I explained to the others when they came back and left it at that. The next day, the same happened again. The phone rang and my blood ran cold.
Hello? Is there anybody? Can you help?
The boy repeated. Where are you? Is this some kind of prank? I shot back down the phone.
Can you send someone over? My mommy's not moving, and I think the man is still here.
Once again, the line died. This time, I was smart enough to record the boy's voice. This happened daily for the next week. No matter what we asked the boy, he repeated the same lines, to the point we considered it being an elaborate prank and a recording, until the message changed.
Hello? Is there anybody? Can you help?
It began. We waited, seeing no point in responding anymore.
Please, he's killed her. I'm next.
And then he gave an address. Naturally, we sprang to action, notified the police, and headed to the address. By the time we got there, the police had already done a sweep of the address and confirmed nobody lived there. They did, however, also confirm the reason the house presumably stood empty was because it was the alleged dumping ground of the Hill City Strangler, who was never found. Naturally, this piqued our interest, so we retired to a local diner to decide the next step. We agreed that the calls could potentially be from one of the victims who have somehow pierced the veil and attempted contact. We needed to get inside that house. Waiting for the cover of darkness, myself and 2 others walked back to the location and entered through the backyard. Fortunately for us, this was a quiet neighborhood, and nosy neighbors were not a hurdle this time. We jimmied a window open and crept through the first floor. It was never confirmed where the Strangler dumped the bodies due to him still being at large, but several locations were strongly suspected by local communities, and this, as it happened, appeared to be one of them. As we searched the living room, an ethereal glow began to appear behind the dust-covered sofa. 2 little hands appeared, followed by the head of a boy no older than 10. We stood still, in shock at what was before us. The boy didn't seem to see us, although we stood a few feet from where he appeared, his focus on the stairs just outside the room. He mouthed the word, "Mom," as if he were shouting, but no noise came out. He began to rise from where he was hiding and made his way around the chair. Stepping forward, he ran through where we stood, towards the stairs. As he hit us, it was as like smoke dissipating, then reforming behind us without breaking stride. The boy crept upstairs, never taking his eyes off the top of the stairs, his little hand on the banister. We followed silently, watching the scene before us unfold. As he made it to the top of the stairs, he crouched and tiptoed towards what we assumed to be the master bedroom. As he touched the door, he once again faded through. We each stepped forward and hesitantly pushed the door open. To this day, I don't think I will be prepared for what we saw on the other side. Inside the master bedroom, the room was lit by a strong, ethereal illumination. Stood just feet in front of us was the little boy, frozen in fear after seeing what stood before him. On the bed lay his mother, partly clothed, motionless on her back. Straddling her was a man approximately 6 foot 5 inches tall, stocky build, both hands tightly wrapped around her throat, still choking her long after the need. Her eyes were frozen in terror, while his were filled with hate. He stopped and turned towards the boy. He mouthed something which once again we couldn't hear, and the boy took off sprinting out the room. We chased him down the stairs, back to the front room where he sat on the floor, phone in hand. My mobile phone, which is connected to the office for when we are out, began to ring. We looked at each other as I answered the call. I watched the boy silently mouth the words as they resounded down the phone.
Hello? Is there anybody? Can you help?
The man appeared in the doorway. The boy hadn't seen him, too focused on the call. He crept behind the boy with some kind of wire in hand. As the boy finished the sentence we were so used to hearing, he wrapped it around the boy's throat.
Can you send someone over? My mommy's not moving, and I think the man is still here.
Once again, the man disappeared and reappeared by the front door, looking very concerned and in a hurry. As he opened the door, there stood a hooded man before him. With a look of confusion on our killer's face, the hooded man plunged a blade deep into his stomach, dropping him to the floor. Blood pooled as the mysterious man dragged the body away, slowly fading as they left down the garden. We didn't quite know what to make of this. Naturally, we told our police contact, who let us in on something that is being kept out of the media. A spree of murders in our area, all linked to a suspected cult. I guess our guy was just unlucky enough to be picked off by a bigger evil, one we will be looking into in the near future. So what do you think? Do you believe in ghosts? Was this just an echo of a tragedy, doomed to repeat for all time?
Until next time, be sure to check out our website at hillcityparanormal.com, and thank you for listening.